Hi, welcome back to another Daily Lore React. And today, obviously, like always, we're going to react to this next one right here. And yep, let's go.
Bro, the level just started and we're already getting overrun. I gotta take these guys out and build this crossbow tower as fast as.
I caught my sister secretly dating my
Oh, it's an ad.
ex-fiancé after she convinced me to end our engagement. Turns out they've been together for a year and she'd been sabotaging our relationship from the beginning. When I called her out, our parents said I should forgive her because she's been through a lot and now everyone's mad at me for tearing the family apart.
Excuse me. I mean, everyone goes through a lot. It's called life. I mean, yes, people go through more tragedy than others, but that's still just life. It's life in general. I mean, I don't want to say everyone's has their own thing to go through, and of course, you go through your shit. Obviously, some people are here for you, some people are not. It depends on what you're going through, and obviously, there's probably people out there for pretty much everything in the world. I mean, there's like literally around 8 billion people in the world. So I mean, having a specific type of something that you're going through being actually like really yours unique is like not just unique, yours alone is really rare because that's just improbable. I wouldn't say impossible, it's very improbable. So yeah, what was that? I completely forgot. Turns out they've been when I called her out, our parents should. Oh, yeah.
Some background: turns out they've been together for a year and she'd been sabotaging our relationship from the beginning. When I called her out, our parents said I should forgive her because she's been through a lot and now
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no. She's been through a lot. That's just a pretty much a cop out answer. I mean, like I said, everyone goes through everything. People go through everything all the time, and they don't expect anything from anyone. So, that, ugh, ugh, it's just okay. And then the parents, ooh, parents shouldn't be picking sides. Honestly, in reality, parents should not be saying all this. Uh, I mean, nothing is like. Obviously, there's certain things that, of course, you should be mindful. But in this scenario, I don't think going after your sister's fiance is something that you can forgive. That does not sound like something you can forgive. And for the parents to say that, oh my god, I don't know how you live with yourself. Honestly, I don't.
everyone's mad at me for tearing the family apart. Some background: my sister Jess and
And honestly, you did not tear the family apart. How the hell did you tear the family apart? That would not make any sense in at all. Like what? You would tear the family apart? Yeah, no. Just no. Obviously, that's just the intro, so I don't know. I might change my mind, obviously.
I were always close growing up, at least that's what I thought. She's 2 years younger than me, and we've been through a lot together. Our childhood wasn't always easy. Our parents divorced when we were young, and our mom struggled with depression for years. I always tried to be there for Jess, helping her with homework, listening to her problems, and just being a supportive older sister. I genuinely thought we had a strong bond. 3 years ago, I met Ryan through mutual friends at a birthday party. We hit it off immediately, and within 6 months, we were inseparable. Ryan was everything I ever wanted in a partner: kind, supportive, ambitious, and we shared the same values and dreams for the future. After dating for 2 years, he proposed, and I was over the moon. I truly believed I had found my person. During our relationship, Jess had always seemed supportive. She would hang out with us frequently, join us for dinners, and became close with Ryan too. I was happy that my sister and my future husband got along so well. Looking back, there were subtle signs I should have noticed, but I was too naive and trusting to see what was happening right under my nose. About 8 months ago, Jess started making small comments about Ryan. Nothing overtly negative, just subtle observations.
I have a feeling that this Ryan character, I don't know, I feel like he likes younger women, honestly. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know for sure, but that's what I feel like.
That planted seeds of doubt. Don't you think Ryan seemed a bit distant at dinner last night? Or I noticed Ryan was texting a lot when you weren't looking. She would always follow these comments with, "I'm just looking out for you, sis." The comments became more frequent as our wedding date approached. Jess would mention how marriage was a huge commitment and how I should be absolutely certain before taking that step. She'd remind me of how young I was and how I had my whole life ahead of me. When I'd mentioned something sweet Ryan had done, she'd somehow twist it into something potentially concerning. 6 months ago, Jess showed me screenshots of messages supposedly from one of her friends claiming she had seen Ryan with another woman.
Sure. The other woman is probably you, honestly, most likely.
At a restaurant downtown. I confronted Ryan, who seemed genuinely confused and denied it. But the seed of doubt had been planted, and our relationship became strained. Jess continued to feed my insecurities, always under the guise of protecting me. 3 months.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. You could have all the confidence in the world about you too, but once somebody that's close to you, that you think you trust, starts saying something over and over again, somehow that 100% turns into like 80%, 70%, 60%. It's not 100% at the beginning if it does that. That's not 100%. You think it's 100%, but it's really not. It's more like at 90% all the time. Until you can actually truly say 100% and not be convinced by anybody that around you, then that's when you can actually be saying you truly trust a person at 100%. Like nobody can actually convince you anything else. Not even a magician. Like nobody convince you that you're not good for each other. That's the only way you could convince. That's the only way you could say you're at 100%. You 100% know that this is the person that's right for me. Otherwise, yeah, no.
Months ago, after weeks of increasing tension and arguments, I broke off the engagement. Ryan was devastated and kept insisting he hadn't done anything.
Good performance by him though. Good performance. I mean, if you inspected nothing by this, then man, he must have a solid ass performance. Holy shit. My dude's a good actor for some reason.
Wrong. He tried repeatedly to speak with me, but I was convinced he was hiding something. Jess was right by my side.
He was hiding something, you're not wrong. And obviously the best way to hide in plain sight is to be on the other person's side. Always.
Through it all, comforting me and assuring me I'd made the right choice. The truth came to light last week in the most unexpected way. I was having lunch downtown with a coworker when I spotted them. Ryan and Jess, sitting at a corner table in a cozy restaurant, holding hands and looking very much like a couple. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. My coworker noticed my distress and followed my gaze, immediately understanding the situation. I watched them for a few minutes, trying to make sense of what I was seeing. Maybe they had run into each other? Maybe I was misinterpreting a friendly lunch? But then I saw Jess lean over and kiss him, and my world shattered. I approached their table, and the look on their faces told me everything I needed to know. They weren't just caught having lunch, they were caught in a relationship they had been hiding. Jess tried to explain, but I couldn't bear to hear her excuses. I left the restaurant feeling numb. Later
Yeah, because that's all it is. It's just excuses. That's all it is. There's nothing more to it. Like you can't convince me otherwise. Oh, we fell in love with each other the moment I saw her. No, shut the fuck up. My, sorry to swear, but shut up. My God.
That day, Ryan showed up at my apartment. He broke down and confessed everything. He and Jess had been seeing each other for over a year, since before our engagement. The alleged cheating, the conflicts, the doubts, it had all been orchestrated by Jess to break us up so she could have him for herself. Ryan claimed he had fallen for Jess but didn't know how to end things with me, so he went along with her plan. He said he was sorry, that he never meant to hurt me, but his words meant nothing. I confronted Jess the next day. I expected denial, excuses, maybe even remorse. Instead, she was defiant. She
No, why would anyone like that have remorse? If she did have remorse, it was probably staged.
told me that she had always been in Ryan's shadow, that I always got everything while she got nothing. She said she and Ryan had a connection that he and I never had. When I reminded her that I had ended a 2-year engagement because of her lies, she shrugged and said, "You would have found out eventually anyway." Devastated and betrayed, I confided in our parents.
You would. You would find out eventually. Now, this is the part where I'm um, disappointed in their parents. Like, excuse me? What are you gonna say? What are they gonna say? Let's see. Let's see. See. Let's hear.
Expecting them to be as shocked and appalled as I was. Their reaction blindsided me almost as much as my sister's betrayal. My mother sighed and said, "You need to find a way to forgive your sister. She's been through a lot." My father nodded in agreement, adding that families need to stick together and that I should be the bigger
Are you gonna elaborate what she's been through? Like, what has she been through that's tragic that you need to forgive your sister about breaking your 2-year relationship fiance up? Like, come on. Like, you gotta tell me what's so tragic in her life story that you have to forgive her. Like, don't just tell me it's some sort of emotion that most humans go through. That's just stupid.
person. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My sister had deliberately manipulated me, lied to me, and stolen my fiancé, and my parents were asking me to forgive her? When I pressed them on why they were taking her side, my mother reminded me that Jess had always struggled more than me, that she had always been in my shadow, and that I should
Always been in your shadow. I don't. Hmm. I don't like that. I really don't like that word. Always been in your shadow. There's a reason why somebody quote unquote shadow. There's always a reason. And it's not because you're older as well.
understand how hard that must have been for her. I lost it. I told them that I was done being the bigger person, done making excuses for Jess's behavior, and done with all of them if they couldn't see how deeply I had been wronged. I stormed out and haven't spoken to any of them since. The fallout has been swift and severe. Extended family members have been calling and texting, some supporting me but most urging me to make peace for the sake of the family. My mother has been telling everyone that
Why is it always a thing? Like, make peace for the family. Like, go. What? For the family? I mean, if the family doesn't understand why this is a problem, then obviously, why would I want to make peace? That makes no sense logically. Like, let's not get emotions involved into this. Let's think about this.
I'm being dramatic and unreasonable. Jess has been playing the victim, apparently claiming that she never meant to hurt me and that these things just happen. Ryan has disappeared from the picture entirely. Last night, my aunt called to tell me that my mother had a breakdown at a family dinner because I'm tearing the family apart with my refusal to forgive. Apparently, the entire situation is now my fault because I won't sweep my sister's betrayal under the rug for the sake of family harmony. I feel like I'm going crazy. Am I really being unreasonable here? Am I wrong to cut contact with my sister?
No, you're not wrong at all. Honestly, it sounds like the perfect idea. Like, yes, you might be lonely, of course, but I mean, unless you could see in your heart to forgive them, otherwise, it's completely fine to cut them off. If they don't understand what they did is wrong, then obviously they would never understand. And you can't explain to them what they are doing is wrong. Because if somebody thinks they're doing it they're fine and they don't see the problem, you can't explain them why it's wrong. That's just not going to work out. You're just wasting breath at that point.
Parents after what they've done? Part of me feels guilty for causing my mother distress, but another part of me is furious that I'm somehow being made the villain in this story. I'm devastated not just by the loss of.
I mean, everyone's a villain at some point. I mean, if they want to write you as villain, they would write you as a villain. You really can't do anything about it. That's just how it is. So there's always, for some reason, there's always needs to be a villain in some stories. For some reason, people just need to have an outlet to go off of on. Go off on.
My relationship with Ryan, though that hurts tremendously, but by the realization that my family, the people I thought would always have my back, are willing to sacrifice my feelings and well-being to maintain their idea of family. I always thought blood was thicker than water, but now I'm not so sure. I've blocked my sister and parents on all social media and have been staying with a friend to avoid any unwanted confrontations. I'm trying to pick up the pieces and move forward, but the anger and betrayal are overwhelming. I don't know how to trust anyone again.
No, blood is not. Like, I mean, look at the color of blood. It's red. It's not transparent. It is red. You can't see through it. So, I mean, family is not always clear. It's not always clear. Sometimes it is blurry and murky. So, I mean, shit, no. It's not, no.
Update. Thank you all for your supportive comments. I've been reading them through tears, and they've helped me feel less crazy. A few people asked for additional details, so here they are. Yes, I've blocked Ryan too. Whatever his excuses, he was a willing participant in this betrayal. I want nothing
That's
to do
true.
with either of them. Several relatives have reached out offering support, which has been a small comfort.
I guess. Some people are fine with that. I would find that kind of annoying, because that's all they're offering, just words. But some people find that completely fine. Hey, you do you.
My grandmother, Dad's mom, actually tore into my parents for taking Jess's side, which I didn't expect but deeply appreciate. I've started therapy to help process everything. My therapist has
That's
been
good.
validating that my feelings are completely justified and that cutting contact is a reasonable response to this level of betrayal. I've decided to use this as an opportunity for a fresh start. I'm looking into jobs in another city and planning to move in the next few months. I think the distance will do me good. To the person who asked if I ever noticed,
It would and it wouldn't as well. If you're just moving just to move and push away all of your feelings and pretty much everything and forget about it, that won't work. That just simply won't work. You have to actually move and then continue working on yourself and then actually continue moving on. Not just forgetting, moving on. Whatever that looks like for you.
signs between them before. Looking back, there were moments that should have raised red flags, inside jokes I wasn't part of, times when they'd both be unavailable on the same evenings, how comfortable they seemed in each other's personal space. But I trusted them both completely and never imagined they'd do this to me. Thank you all again for reminding me that I'm not crazy for feeling betrayed and that I deserve better than what my family has offered. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I won't compromise my self-respect just to keep the peace.
That's good. At least you
I
know
discovered my
yourself.
husband
Oh,
has.
no. No. Dang it. I don't know
I
what that
caught my
was.
sister secretly dating my ex. I've.
There you go. Whew. I don't know what that other part was. But I don't know what I was going to say. I completely forgot. Sorry. I always do this. But I
Me
have
that I'm
bad
not
memory.
crazy for feeling betrayed and that I deserve better than what my family has offered. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I won't compromise my self respect just to keep the peace.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. No. To keep some sort of arbitrary peace, it, it's just for your peace of mind. Like, you have to trade peace for peace? No. Why would you want to do that? You have to trade your peace in order to keep peace of the family. That just sounds stupid if you think about it. Just why would you want to do that? And for your mental well being as well. No, you have to think about yourself at times. Not all the time because you don't want to be selfish. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish, but you want to think about yourself and your mental well being and your peace as well. Okay. I caught my sister secretly dating my ex-fiancé after she convinced me to end our real engagement. And that's why Ren Story reacts. Hope you have a nice day, good evening, nice night, and good morning. Okay, bye.